Hey guys, this is another video where Deku was Gypsy Danger Part 2. So last video I left off where Juno, kind of heard everything, but whatever. So, Deku has cave. He looks at another kaiju attack. He's like, what kind of kaiju attack is this? It's not a kaiju, just, oh my, beating the kaiju. And Deku looks at him, he's like, such an incredible quirk. A shame that it can only get stronger when it's passed on. But the stronger it is, the harder it is to control. And that's when Deku proceeds to say, like, here, Jose, I might actually enroll in the school. Could actually be fun for once, so might as well. Deku logs onto his computer. He uses a fake ID. And the computer says, the tests. Deku said, this is easy. The test took about 4 hours. Deku's like, that's how long it was. That's so boring. I did it in 4 hours. Jesus. And that's when the test results came back and said, you pass. But if you want to get the physical exam, you can. Deku says, why not? Just, I just want to test out my skills. And the form said, come in a year. Deku's like, okay. Deku proceeds to get up. And he's like, stretches like, God damn, that hurts. My back's so sore. Deku says, why is this so refreshing? Just to sleep again, because I've been in that Jaeger form for a few days. But it's nice to actually have sleeping for once. As Deku begins to say, like, well, no time is any. Deku gets up. He goes outside of the cave. He begins crouching, but he's gonna jump. Deku jumps, flying into the air. The leap is so incredible, no one could see it. And Deku managed to get into an alleyway without being seen, because the naked eye couldn't see that much speed, or the velocity of that kind of speed. Deku landed it, almost squeaking the ground a bit. And there's like a bit of black marks, like a trail. Deku proceeds to say well, that was unexpected. I thought we were breaking 7 buildings and an old person, but miscalculation. Kind of good, I guess. Deku proceeds to go to the entrance exams. And that is when Deku notices something. He notices that this school may be a bit bigger than he thought. And Deku couldn't expect anything. I'd say as a UA student accidentally dropped some water or spilled some water and left it there. Deku's walking. He slips, but Uraraka saw him. But as soon as Uraraka tried to activate her quirk, he backflipped right in front. He did a backflip like a badass, yeah. And Deku looks at Uraraka, and Deku looks at himself. He's floating, and Uraraka's like, "Oh, I thought you needed help, but I guess you didn't, because bad omens, if you slip, that's kind of a bad omen." Deku's like, it's fine, but could you get me down, please? Uraraka's like, oh yeah, sure. She uses her quirk deactivates. She's down, she says. He says, thank you. I'm guessing, what kind of quirk is that? She says, it's, anti-gravity. Deku's like, noted. Her skills could be useful. Juno's at another exam site. Deku proceeds to walk into the campus and he just sees Bakugo. He just says, I'm gonna ace that test. Deku goes up in front of him and says, you think you're gonna ace the test? I'll beat you. Bakugo's enraged, but he's like, you bet! Deku's like, I bet your entire fucking lunch. Bakugo's like, deal! If I win, you owe me a favor. Deku's like, okay then, kid. Your luck. Or your loss, then. Oraka's like, what was that about? Deku's like, just gotta tease that high and mighty guy just you like get with it. Even people without quirks are strong. She says, without a quirk? Deku says, yes. My quirk's kind of different than to yours, Oraka. Because they're at the exit exam. Deku's trying to not give it away, but he's trying to kind of explain what kind of quirk he is. She says, well, what is your abilities? Deku paused at the hallway and she said, you'll find out. He's like smiling. He's like, oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. Now we go to the practical explanation of the rules. So there will be 5 0-pointers, and Ada's like, sir, you said there'd be 6. And Deku's like, I would, but I just can't be asked. And like stop him, but whatever. As the presentation ends, Deku gets out of the seat. He turns around to the hallway. He's walking down to the exam site. He like stretches his whole body. And then he says, suit activate. In the boys' room, activating suit. And the guy's like, whoa, so you don't have a quirk? Deku's like, this is my quirk, guys. And they're like saying, oh, really? And Deku's like, yeah. And Kier, okay, guys, okay. I really want to do this, but I think Hiroshima should have a Jaeger. Guys, link down, tell me what Jaeger should he have. However, Bakugo's gonna get a Jaeger, but it's the one that dies in the movie, and Gypsy Danger's like the last one alive. She completes the mission. So yeah. Oh yeah, how Strider got linked to Bakugo? Strider, when he exploded, the breach transferred the Strider to not to Bakugo, but the Strider teleported somewhere, so it's abandoned. But when Bakugo touches it, it will fuse into his body. So yeah. Anyway, Deku proceeds to walk to the entrance door to the exam when it will start, and he notices Uraraka's like really nervous. He goes up to her and says, hey, are you okay? She says, ah! And Deku's like, whoa, jeez, I didn't mean to scare you that much. And Uraraka's, no, it's fine. It's just that, you just really scared me. And Deku's like, oh, sorry about that, I guess. I guess I've still got to work out my things. And Uraraka looks at the suit and says, is that your quirk, or are you just testing that thing? Deku's like, oh, no, this is my quirk, you see. And you know what I'm giving Deku? The blade. The blade. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to do that. And Ida says, young lady. Ida looks at Deku. Ida, like, uses his burst. Quirk says, "Stop right there! Are you, sir? Ma'am, are you getting harassed by this man?" She says, "No, I'm not. He's just trying to help me." And he's like, "Oh, I see. Well, forgive my action." He bows his head, like, "I am sorry." Deku's like, "Okay, what the fuck? Back in my world, this was never a thing. Jesus Christ, what the fuck's going on in his head?" And Deku's like completely broken. And Ida and Oraka is like says, "Okay," and Ida looks at Deku's like, "I'm sorry for doing that." And Deku's like, comes back to reality. He's like, "It's fine." And the microphone said, my guy said, "Hey guys, the count. We have 5, 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1." As all of them are getting ready, Deku's like cracking his knuckles. It's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna enjoy this." And some microphone mic guy said, "There is no real countdown to the battle. Go!" Ida, using his burst quirk, blitzes away. Deku like using his leaping quirk is insane. Sorry guys, I'm just playing Minecraft as well, so anyway. Shout out to Casual. Anyway. Deca, why did I say Deca? I'm stupid, guys. Everyone just call me stupid just for saying that. Why would I say Deca? It's so stupid. Deku begins to say, like, Deku uses his blade, and the HUD on his eyes, the HUD in his, like, visor, or he's wearing glasses, says, "Sword deployed." And Deku uses the Gipsy, Deku, like, ducks underneath, Deku's, like, sliding while, like, maneuvering, and cuts one of the zero, like, pointers, like, one of the robots, like, crotch area, and Deku, like, puts his hand to the ground, he lifts himself up, and Deku kicks the robot, smashing it into a building. And Deku puts his feet to the ground, and he says, "This is easier than I thought." The UA teacher's like, "What the? So is his whole body mechanical, or is that his quirk?" Because they don't know what kind of quirk he has. And this is where the 0 pointer arrives, because Deku already beat Bakugo. And this is where Deku met Kirishima. And Kirishima's like, "Bring it on!" Deku just throws a steel pipe at the 0 pointer's head, pinning it like almost went zooming to like a building and crashing it down. And Kirishima's like, "What was that?" Deku gets out of the rubble with some robot heads and some arms. Deku's like, "Oh, sorry about that. I didn't know that was yours." Kirishima's like, "How did you do that from that far?" Deku says, "Well, I kind of guessed it." Kirishi was like, "You guessed it?" Deku says, "Yeah, whatever." And that's when Kirishi was like, "Is that your quirk?" Deku's like, Kirishi looks at the suit spray. He's like, "Is that your quirk?" And Deku proceeds to say, like, "No, it isn't my quirk. But it's... Well, it is my quirk, but it's a type of quirk, but you guys can't know it yet." Kirishi was like, "Why? Are you Gypsy Danger or something?" And Deku, like, is silent for, like, 2 minutes, and Kirishi is like, "Oh, fuck." And Deku's like, "Fuck. Deku, like, says to Kirishima, like, "Shh, don't tell anyone, please." And Kirishima's like, "I can't believe I guessed that." Deku's like, "Did you just guess that?" Kirishima's like, "Yeah, I just guessed that." Kirishima's like mind blown. He's like, he's speechless at this point. He's absolutely speechless. And Kirishima's like, dude, how are you I how are you even functioning with that? Because how much strain does that quirk do to you? Dick was like, I'll be honest. I've gotten used to the strain that it doesn't really affect me. He was like, what the fuck? So you can turn into a giant robot whenever you want. Dick was like, yeah. I also have others inside of my, like, in my, like, in my system or my body. I can give it to people, but I don't really want to. Kimishi was like, why? Deku begins to explain that if I did, you would have to go through a severe, painful surgery. It involves, I don't know, you literally having to, your whole body being shot full of like 10,000 volts of electricity, being fused with nanites, and potentially being cybernetic. Kirishima was like, oh fuck, really? Deku's like, see, it's like, yeah. Kirishima's like, how the fuck did you survive that? Deku's like, I have no clue. I had a 1% chance of living, and I'm the only Jaeger that was successful. Kirish's like, that's manly as fuck. And Deku's like, it's not, but it is manly as fuck. I volunteered myself because I want to save humanity. So, anyway, I'll tell you that later if you get into the class UA. Okay, Kirishima? Kirishima's like, all right, but you better explain everything. You better explain everything. Dick was like, oh my fucking god. How the fuck did I just mess that up? Now one person knows my damn identity. Who else is gonna know it? Deku proceeds to, like, turn around and he sees his points on his visor. And he says, oh, I'm in home. Just about this, Deku's like about to exit, about to leave the door, like leave the building. Like not leave the building, but like exit to go to the door to exit. He sees Oraka under some rubble. Deku's like, whatever. Deku proceeds to turn around and start running. And Deku uses his thrusters. He hasn't turned to Gypsy Danger yet, but Deku uses thrusters and punches a 0-pointer. In the face. Not in the face, but in the arm. But Deku grabbed the arm and get Deku deployed his blade and cut it off. The 0-pointer like almost falling back due to the impact. And Deku says to Araka, like, hey, you okay? Araka's like, yeah, but what about you? It was like, this is nothing. 0-pointer goes for punching the ground to where Deku is. But when Araka closed her eyes, she's like, I can't believe it's my fault. He's dead now. Oraka opened her. Deku said, hey, you're still awake? Oraka opens her eyes and she just sees Deku lifting the just touching 0-pointer with with one finger. And he's just pushing it. He's pushing it. He's pushing the 0-pointer's hand all the way up because 0-pointer can't have, because 0-pointer thinks that it's a normal freaking guy, but it's not. Deku's strength is so incredibly high. Past All Might cannot beat it. I'm saying that Past All Might can't beat Deku. He can't, because I'm wondering, should Deku have a multiplier for his power? I don't know. Just tell me down below. Deku proceeds to turn his hand to a blade. He retracts his finger, and the fist goes straight down to the blade, cutting half the 0-pointer's complete hand. And Deku's like, let's end this. Then Deku decides to use his plasma cannon in his hands. Blows Zero Pointer's head off. Zero Pointer crashing down on rubble. And the clock says, time's up. Deku like clapping. He's like, not clapping. He's just like, damn, that was pretty easy for a garbage thing like that. Ara's her jaw is completely dropped. Deku proceeds to remove the rubble with ease. And Deku just picks her up. It's like, you okay? She says, yeah, but how are you this strong? Deku proceeds to say just some training and really hard work. And Araka's like, what kind of training did you go through just to be that strong? Araka thinks that, is it your suit? Deku's like, sometimes it is a suit, but that was just my physical strength. I was not even using my suit. She's like, what? Deku completely broke her. Her mind's like, like that. Then Recovery Girl's like, oh, I see. So she's, her leg's wounded, like Deku's like saying, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you later. I'm making Deku, probably 1,518 years old. Let's see. 1,518 years old. Because think about it. If humanity was dead for a long time, I think that would make Deku that old. Because, think about it. Deku's Gipsy is, since he was the first one to actually be fused with a Jaeger, he was different than any other Jaeger. He doesn't rust. His parts will self-regenerate, which was weird. Or repair themselves. And he's always, deployable at the times when he's getting repaired by the time. And they made a fine art, but the humans lost to the war because the kaiju were smart. But because Deku had a Jaeger, he was just there watching everyone die. Yeah, it's kind of sad, but whatever. Deku proceeds to go to the exit. And he's sitting down. He's like, you know what? Deku was at the exit. He was sitting there, but as the guy's saying, "Hey guys, did you hear a girl screaming?" There was hell, it is her, ain't it? The girl I saved when I was a child. Goddamn Jaeger." Deku was saying this in his head. And Deku proceeds to go home, but not after getting the UA invitation to where he lives, because UA looked where he lived and was in a cave, but all alone. But they just sent them the address. Deku grabbed the letter and read, "Congratulations, you're hired. I mean, you're in." All Might explaining, you passed the physical grades, you even beat my record. Haha. And Deku decides to say, yeah, kinda did. Kinda knew I would, but. But anyway, what are you gonna do next? And blah blah blah, the whole story how he got in and how Uraraka says could he have some points? And Deku proceeds to say oh god. I'm tired right now, but I have to go kill this goddamn kaiju. Of course, this is where Deku finds Obsidian Fury. Not Obsidian Fury. What? I can't. Strider. There you go. I can't remember the Jaeger for the guy that has the rockets in his chest, but I think that would be a good match for Bakugo, to be honest. Just think about it, guys. Explosions, rockets from chest, explosions equals incredible, more explosions. More explosions are really fucking cool. course, Baku's gonna have a blast with that. Because I would see Bakugo in the near future, like Deku and Deku, because I'm still making that scene where they like fighting each other when they're drunk. So for this video, it's gonna be an hour long, okay? Deku proceeds to wonder, why does he... Oh fuck, is my footage done? Okay, good. Why does he wonder? Okay, I don't know why I went to go with that. I don't know. Why does he wonder that people become heroes, stop villains? It's just pointless. They should focus on the bigger thing and picture life instead of their quirks. But Deku, like, knowing that he's stronger than any of them, he decides, like, whatever. As the first day of school gets in, Deku gets his uniform. Deku's like, I'll just redesign it. Deku redesigned his, like, school uniform. Deku has a black... He doesn't wear a coat. Okay, it's like my announcement. Yeah, he's wearing black clothes, and his hair is green. He doesn't have my visor or the mask. Yeah, guys, that's my spring trap I made. Yeah, so yeah, he comes into class looking like that, and class 1A. Well, he's the first person there at the class 1A. He goes to his desk. He puts his feet on the desk, and he puts his hands behind his like head and just says, "Might as well wait for the teacher." Deku's sleeping for like a few minutes, and then that's when Oraka came in. That's when most of class 1A came in. Just sees Deku on a desk sleeping. And this is where Ida comes in like, "Young man, get your feet off the desk. Midoriya, get your feet off the desk." And Deku looks at him and just says, "Listen here, buddy. I don't know what you're on about, but let me do my damn business." Googly eyes. Ida's like, "I will not have this disrespect from the Ida family." Deku gives him that little... He gives him the... like, he closes one eye, and Ida just backs off. He's like, "Whatever. You can knock... I bet you're gonna be a villain later." Deku's like, "I ain't gonna be a villain, but Ida..." Bakugo comes into the classroom, and Baku knows that Deku's in class 1A. Baku says, "It's you!" Deku begins to explain that Ida, Baku, and Deku look at each other. It's like, Deku just taking it and it's like, you ain't that tough of an opponent, Bakugo. You're just kind of weaker than me. Baku's like, "Weaker? I'm not weaker. I'm stronger than you." Deku gets like laughed like, "You think you're stronger than me? Wait until you see my score." Baku says, "I beat your score, I bet. I bet my score's higher." Deku says, "Whatever, just sit down, go to your desk, Bakugo." Bakugo does so. As Oraka goes into class, she says, "Thank you for saving me." She bows her head to Deku as she's walking up to Deku. Deku says, it's no biggie. It's just that you kind of look like you needed saving, so, bro heroes and all." And that's when Aizawa, like, jumps in the class, like, "Yo, shut the fuck up and let me fucking sleep." But anyway, class 1A. You are here to participate in the class. So what you want to do is... I'm just kidding. So, we're going to test out your physical attributes. And Deku proceeds to wonder, like, physical attributes? And he's like, I am going to goddamn blow all their minds. Deku proceeds to say, like, okay, teach, but where? But that's when Deku gets caught off by Ida's like, but, Aizawa, sir, I thought we were, Aizawa, is there not going to be a test or an announcement? Aizawa says, nah, no, physical exam first. Deku, of course, says, well, I guess I'll see you guys there. Deku goes to and Deku just knows that Kirishima's in his class. He was like, fuck, I didn't think he'd be in my class. And Kirishima's like, you better fucking explain to me. Deku tells Kirishima he'll explain everything when he gets to his base. Kirishima's like, your base? Deku's like, yes, my base. And Deku goes to the change room. He sees, he doesn't see anyone there, but you got some, let's just say Ida purposely locked the change room. And Medetta did the same to the girls' room. He also locked the door. As all the boys got out, Deku got into the change room. Ida locked the door to the boys' room. Medetta just locked the door into the girls' room, just like, if I suffocate him, I can touch their boobies. Because you know him, he's a pervert. I think he would do that. But no, he's gonna make sure like the oxygen gets cut off a bit. So yeah, Deku like tries to pry the door open, and Deku notices that there's a hole, and he says, "That's that damn people." Deku decides to grab a piece of paper from his like back pocket because he just had some in case something happened. Deku writes a note. He slides it through the hole, and the note says, I guess you're locked in the room the same as me, huh?" And the girl said, "Yeah, can you hear us?" Deku's like, "Yeah, I can hear you from over there." And Deku proceeds to explain, "I can try to get us out, but I may get in trouble." And they're like saying, "Why?" "Because I think I might have to pry the door open." And they're like saying, "Oh, well, can you try to get out? When you're out, can you let us out?" Deku's like, "Yeah, sure." Deku proceeds to get changed. But when the girls saw a quick peek, and they saw that all they saw is like they didn't see Deku's like complete like abs and body, but they saw the dragon. The dragon. It can't be described. And Deku's like, "Oh, I have a feeling I'm being watched." Deku, being an idiot he is, decides to like say, is one of you staring at me?" And one of them like backs up, like says like, "No." And Deku's like says, "Fine, whatever." Deku's like kind of embarrassed, but he's not. Deku proceeds to like grab the door, or no, he kicks the door down. And class one, I just hears like a taunt, like that, and the girl's like, "Oh fuck!" Did you just break that door down with no fucking with ease? And the girl's like, Deku proceeds to knock on the door. I can't. Oh, I can't unlock the door. And they're saying like, "What do you mean?" Deku proceeds to explain. If I unlock the door, um, I can't unlock it because this guy literally broke the handle. I can't get you guys out. And Deku decides, I may have to bust down the door down. And like saying, well, does that mean you will see us? Deku's like, I'll put some blindfolds on. Deku puts some blindfolds on, and he yanks the door. And they just see that he's blindfolded. And Deku says, So are you girls changed? And they're like saying, yeah. And Deku Seeds like say like, yeah, I'm kind of sorry about that, girls. No, he hasn't blindfolded. He wasn't blindfolded because they already got like their UA uniform strike dressed. Deku Seeds to like uh unpry the door, and he just puts the door back in place. He doesn't break it. He just mostly tries to like break the lock for it. So all the class 1 girls are like, class 1A girls are like, say like, thank you Deku for like helping us. And Deku's like, it's no problem. Well, and if you excuse me, I have to go be a little fucking pervert. And they're like saying, like they also said, can you also be his can you also kick him, can you also break his, can you also kick him in the balls for us? And I was like, sure. Deku seems to go up to Minette, seems to go like, says, Deku taps Minette on the shoulder. Minette says, hey man, what took you so long? I heard the girls were like, I don't know, like, you were stuck in the bathroom or something? And this is my alone, like, I guess, because I think they're just fine. I think it's about their alone time. And Deku just seems to, like, bitch slap Minette into the ground. And Minette's like, it. And Deku like kicks the ball, and like kicks him the balls, and like with 50 tons of awesomeness. The music playing in the background, like, and all you just see is Minette's blueberries become completely smashed, and Aizawa was like, "What the fuck did you do that for?" Deku used to say like, "This fucker trapped the girls in there, try to suffocate him so he can just start to do unspeakable things to him." Aizawa says, "Listen, you fucker, you're not going to school for 2 weeks." And I was like, ew, I want to touch boobies. And I was like, bitch slaps Minetta more. It's like, and that's when Deku was like, fucking pervert. Of course, okay, Mina saw the dragon. It was Mina. Deku proceeds to, like, say, like, huh. So what exam do we have to teach? And the guy says, well, we're testing your physical abilities. Bakugo, since you were lowest, Deku gets to go. And Bakugo's like, what? How am I lowest? Deku begins to explain that, well, Aizawa explains, like, well, he got more points than you. Bakugo's like, God damn it! I own the damn bet. Deku's like, you sure do. Aizawa tosses Deku the ball, and Deku says, so, teach, no, nothing, so, nothing physical. So you want me to test all my physical strength, right? Aizawa says yes. Okay then. Deku decides to like take a breath of air, and just steam just starts coming off his body. He's like, and like saying, "What the fuck's happening?" Deku sees go in that pitcher like pose, and he throws it. And the fall was going so fast, it broke the sound barrier only like once. It broke the sound barrier in space like so much that space couldn't handle it. So it's like forever and like keeps echoing until it reaches like the black hole of the universe. Anyway, and all of them are like dropping their jaw, and Aizawa pulls up the meter of the how far it is, and the thing's like on fire. Aizawa drop it, and Aizawa's like, "How far did you throw that?" Deku's like, I don't know. I didn't expect that to happen." As Deku nailing the tests, Baku say, "Come here!" Baku throws an explosion, but Deku dodges it. Aizawa says, Aizawa tries to cancel Baku and Deku's quirk, but Aizawa knows that this kid doesn't have a quirk. Deku doesn't have a quirk. And that's when Kirishima said, hey, whispered to Deku, like, hey, I want that explanation. Deku's like, you don't like it. And Kirishima's like, yeah, but I want to know. Deku says, fine. Deku begins to explain that he is from another world, like, and like he's like whispering to Kirishima like he's from another world and stuff, and he was like, "What?" I mean, not Ida. Kirishima's like, "Whoa." Deku begins to explain that he's been alone for years, so he's pretty at least used to loneliness. Kirishima. Can't think of it right now, guys. I can't think. For some reason, I'm not motivated today. I really want to keep doing this, but okay. I'm gonna end the video here. Part 3 will be the robot fight because I need to think of a good plot twist. Okay, so give me some time. And also, guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you all enjoyed. And please smash that like button. If you subscribe, then you can subscribe if you want. But links, there's a link will be my Discord invitation server. If my invitation expired, then I'm sorry, guys. And if you want me to do like a what if thing, I will do that for you guys. So you can tell me what ifs you want me to do. But after this, I am gonna do a Tenjiro. What Tenjiro was the Terminator hybrid. After this video is posted. So, hope you guys enjoyed it.